Hi, I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. Behind me is a wall of strings. Okay, so I've got a whole bunch of Dacron in all the sizes, in all the colors. Okay, and then to this side, I've got Flemish twist strings for your traditional bows in all the different colors, a few different colors in all the different sizes. Now, why am I discussing this? Because I had this made in China. Okay, so why did I have this made in China, and why am I doing this, and what's the purpose of this video? So to make a string takes, let's say, about 20 minutes. Okay, it's about 20 minutes labor time to make a string if you're quick. Do you want to sit there and make strings all day? No, you don't. And I know there's people who work at gas and stuff who make strings. In Australia, the basic wage is, let's say, around $40 an hour, so you're looking at around $15 worth of labor time plus materials. These strings sell for around $15 each. Okay, you cannot make them for the price which they sell them for. Now, for an archer getting into the sport, you generally don't want to spend $50 on a string when you're spending $100 on a bow. If you're an archer who shoots regularly, you don't want one of the cheap strings, you want one of the more expensive strings, because the more expensive strings are made out of better materials. The servings are made out of better material. The serving will last. Now, if you shoot once a week, the string may last you 1 year or maybe even 2 years. But if you shoot every day, like I do, a cheap string like these behind me may only last, let's say, 3 weeks. But my 3 weeks of shooting is equivalent to someone's 3 years of shooting. So bear that in mind. So you want cheap strings like these because beginners getting in the sport want affordable. They're on a budget. They're like, I've got $200. I want to get started in archery, so I need cheap strings. So I said to a Chinese company, will you make me these strings in these sizes, in these strands, in these colors? And that's what they did. So I've got a wall of strings. Now, for traditional bows, a lot of people want Flemish twist. Flemish twist take around, I'm going to say, half an hour to make. So we're going about $20 worth of labor plus materials. So I get the Chinese to make up Flemish twist. Now, Flemish twist is a little bit different because there's no serving around the ends. So it's not so much the quality of the string, although the center serving will have a higher quality serving if you're making it yourself. You'll probably use like Halo or one of the more expensive serving centers to do if you're making the string yourself. Now, just on that, Halo costs around $50 a roll. The serving which they're going to use on these strings is probably going to be around $5 a roll. Halo will last at least 10 times longer than cheaper serving, right? So it's all you get paid for, you pay for what you get, right? But if you're shooting once a week or once a month, cheaper is fine. Okay, it's only a thing if you're shooting a lot and you're going through strings, that's when you need a higher quality string. So the fibers which they use in the materials themselves will be the same. What will be different is the serving material which you use. There's expensive serving and cheap serving. Now with these strings, I haven't gone for fast flight. I've gone for Dacron, so I could do the same thing for fast flight and get custom made fast flight strings. I haven't because I think once you're going for more top end strings, then if you're a top end archer, you don't mind paying $50 for a string because it's going to last you a year or 2 years. Or if you're Ryan Tyack, Olympian, who's shooting 200, 300 arrows a day, the string's going to last you a month. But you don't mind $50 for a decent string which is going to last you. You don't want to be replacing stuff. So I've actually gone, for me it's more important for the quality strings to fit nicely on the nocks to make sure everything's perfect, but with the cheaper quality strings. So I've got these strings in different sizes, different strand counts, and different colors. So basically we've covered all bases with these strings, but with top end strings, they're more custom made. So that's what I've done with strings. So that's, I just want to sort of show you that. How many dollars worth of strings is on that wall? That's a question I don't even know the answer, because I pay for this stuff and then I pay for it and then they make it and then it arrives, so that the turnaround time might be 4 months from the time I order it to the time it's made and on the wall. But yeah, anyway, that's the strings. I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. Thanks for watching.